sound and everything.
Okay. Come on.
And I know you're recording that.
Boo. I just clicked record. I just got that on camera.
I don't care.
You don't care?
No. I want to watch it. Can I see it?
No.
Please.
Oh, okay. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So,
Yeah, that's right. Like answer the question as. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
You ready to?
I think
start?
so.
Yeah.
So just your feet.
Oh
When
shit!
you,
Yeah.
It's just kind of picking it up a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
That's cool.
Sweet,
Good. I can start
cool.
again now. So you're good.
Yep, we're good.
Yep. Basically, you wake up in the morning, it's the same shit, different day. That's pretty much it. You can call it Groundhog Day, you can call it losing your passion. I don't know what you call it, but for me, it was just that same shit, different day. You know, and that's in farming. That's what we do. We're often on our own. There's all this stuff, and it's you become quite institutionalised within the farm. It's all you do. It's all you know. And when it gets to that, it's you're kind of entering into dangerous territory.
The majority of them are sole operators. It's you battling the elements every day. And when you think about what farmers are doing and why they do it, the majority of farmers do it because they love being outside, they love their animals, they love kind of creating a legacy. No one ever went farming to get rich quick.
Oh, Jesus, sorry, yeah.
Back then, farming was never on the cards. I guess my family quite wanted me to do some sort of academic career / I was training to be a ballet dancer, so I kind of shocked my parents in the last year of high school and just said, I'm going down to Lincoln to study agriculture. So, yeah. Like, this is pretty small scale this year, this milking operation, but hopefully we'll scale it up. We're just kind of, I wanted to start real small, so I didn't end up with a massive loan. You don't have to be a millionaire by the time you're 30 to be successful, and you don't have to have everything together or have everything all figured out. Agriculture in general is quite bad for work-life balance. So it's not a job where you can really leave very easily. I think it kind of kicked off for me being a really competitive person, and then that feeling of you're not doing enough, or you're not winning enough, or you're not making enough money is what really kicked it off for me. That was when it got really quite bad. I was trying to push everyone away. I'd split up with my partner and tried to kick him out, and was pushing my family away and everything like that. Didn't really want to talk to anyone or do anything. I just wanted to work, and that's when I guess my sisters realised that something was quite wrong.
Things like mental health, yeah, it's a serious issue. It's an untalked about problem. The scale of it we can only surmise at the moment. There's a lot really working against farmers right now. What's taxing, I think, is that continuous being told you're the problem.
You know, the further away you live from the centre, you tend to have poorer health outcomes. We actually realised there were some real big concerns for health, and they were around increasing rates of depression, anxiety and suicide amongst rural communities.
Farmers have chosen their lifestyle, and part of that is often that they live remotely. So that's not new or necessarily a problem, but isolation in itself is a problem.
And which is really ironic considering we've got social media and we've never been more connected, but yet we are so isolated in so many ways.
There might be people around, but actually being connected to today's news instantaneously, or knowing what their friends are doing through social media, that isolation can be quite crippling.
A lot of people don't want to work alone. They don't, they want to be part of a team, and seeing no one for the day, especially if you're a single shepherd or something like that, is really tough.
If we don't have strong rural communities, then we're not going to have food production as we know it. 3 years ago, my sister took her life. She'd been battling mental health issues for a large percentage of her life. I think that experience has made me a much more caring human being. I spend a lot of my job just talking to people, but I find it really critical to see how people are.
But yeah, for me it was more just I lost the passion in farming. I wasn't waking up in the morning excited. I didn't even really want to go to work. I started the journey I did Kellogg's, which is a rural leadership course, and for me that was a starting point really. And so it got me out of the rut and took me on a path of improvement.
Good Yarn is a mental health literacy program, and so that's key to it, that you attend a workshop led by somebody who is like you. So a really respected, trusted farmer stood up in front of 30 or 40 farmers and talked about why it's okay not to be okay, and here are the common signs and symptoms, and this is how you start a conversation with me or somebody that you're worried about. It really took off.
The community of all those places were brilliant, and they look after each other. Farmers around there, they all drive a community and a spirit that is very, very special. And what we see now, and what I'd like to see continue, is that those communities keep together and support each other.
Really need you guys to be just tapping a little bit and having those conversations, because you might be the person who is there at that point in time, and you definitely don't have to be an expert in it. You just have to have your heart in the right place and have a go.
I'd like to see that things like mental health are mainstream conversations, not uncomfortable, don't talk about it unless you're prompted type conversations. It's no different than the sporting injury from the rugby field.
When I was prescribed the medication, she said the medication isn't going to just magically fix you. You have to take off those like glasses that you're looking at the world through, like of where everything's wrong and you're not right and you're just a carbon footprint and all this stuff that I was telling myself. Take that perspective off and look at it from a more, am I making a positive difference? And if you are, then do you have to be so hard on yourself in every other aspect? But that's an ongoing struggle for me.
Are you going to be a farmer one day? Maybe. Maybe? Right, we'll leave you alone.